Welcome to Gemini Star Spiritual Wellness. Thank you for joining me today. I'm excited that you're here with me for this video. So in today's video, we're doing our weekly tarot reading for the week of November 16th through the 22nd of 2025 for all the air signs. So that would be Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So let's see what's going on for all the air signs in this upcoming week. And thank you for joining me. Please hit that like button so that other air signs will see this reading that need to see it. And it helps the channel to grow. So I appreciate if you hit the like button. And please hit subscribe so that you'll get future videos I put out. These weekly element readings go out every Friday. And also take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't, because it might resonate with you, it might not. And thank you to all my subscribers. I really appreciate you supporting the channel. So let's see what's going on for us air signs. I'm an air sign, so I'm curious to see what's going on for my upcoming week as well. All right. All right, let's see what's going on for all air signs. Week of November 16th through 22nd, 2025. What's going on? Okay. Let's see what's going on. It's hard to believe it's like already the middle of the month of November. It's going by real fast. So we've got a Two of Wands, we got the Four of Wands, Knight of Swords, ooh, Three of Pentacles, okay. Chariot, Temperance, ooh, and the Lovers, okay. So, air signs. All right, so this is interesting. It looks like coming into the middle of the month, coming into November 16th, it's looking like you have a possible air sign coming in. And it doesn't have to be an air sign, but they'll have the qualities of an air sign because this is, Knight of Swords. And see how he's moving really fast? They're coming in quick, real fast. And it's like I'm drawn to this sword. If you look closely, he's got this little sword up in front of him, and he's holding it like this. And I feel like there's someone coming in with some truth. And it's like he's in a hurry to share it with you. See how he's on that horse galloping and he's got the sword like that in his hand? Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. It's like he wants to share his truth with you. And I'm saying him because it's a man in the card, but it could be it could be a woman, doesn't have to be a man, but they're coming in fast and they want to share their truth with you. So there's something that they want to get off their chest that they want to say. And it's like I feel like they've been pondering on this for a while about doing it, and they finally are like, I'm just going to do it. I've got the courage. I'm just going to go for it. And that's and they're coming charging in, and they want to share their truth with you, and they want to tell you something. So this is in the past. So it's either happened already or they're just now coming in. So they might not have come in yet because everyone's going to be different where they're at in the energies of this, depending on your situation. So they might not have come in already. It might not yet have happened, but it's in the past position. So it might have happened already for some of you. But I feel like with it being in the past position, it's like it's in the past position because they've been thinking about doing this for a while. Let's see, I'm hearing courage. Like they had to build up their courage to come do this. It was kind of, it wasn't something that they were real confident in themselves about. So that's why it's in the past position, because it took a while to build up the courage to move forward with this plan that they have, that they want to do this. And like I said, it might have happened already, or maybe it hasn't, but it's getting ready to, if it hasn't. So when you're looking at the current energy, this is us right now, air signs. We're looking at our options and trying to decide what we want to do. Looking at what we got going on trying to make a decision. And I feel like that information coming in, that truth that, they want to tell their truth to us, it's going to help us with these making our decision about what options we want to take. Because right now we might only think we have like two options or one option. But when we get this information, when this truth comes in and this person comes in and tells us the truth, it might open up another path for us. So we might end up having more options than we realize that we know of right now. But the situation is very good. Like this is the situation. It's like four of wands and the end of a journey, but this could very well be like a twin flame type situation. And I'm saying that partly because we literally just had the 1111 portal that just happened. And it's from what I've been, the energy is really intense at the 1111 portal, especially for like twin flames. And, this kind of reminds me of a marriage, a wedding card. And because you got the two, like it's 1111 with the wands. But it looks like, to me, it looks like a wedding. They're celebrating and they've got this little archway here. So this is the situation. It's like this is kind of like this is the situation that we want. This is the end of the journey that we want. Is that, to be with that person in that happy, maybe a committed relationship, doesn't have to be marriage, but like a committed type relationship. And the atmosphere is teamwork, building a strong foundation with this person. So maybe they come back and they've got truth that they, want to tell you. It's like they want to share their truth. And that truth is going to open up another option. And maybe that option is they want to have a relationship with you, or they want to take, or if it's like, maybe it's somebody from the past and they want to rekindle things and they want to try again. Or if it's somebody, new that you're dating or that you've known, they're dating, but it's not a past person, they might want to take it to the next level. If you've been like a friend, like maybe a friend's confessing their feelings for you and they want to be more than friends with you and they want this four of wands with you and they're telling you that. And it's like you're working together with this person to build a strong foundation. So it's like once that information, it's like I feel like once this conversation happens with this person and they tell their truth to you, it's going to open up those options. And one of those options is this, if you want it, if you want that four of wands situation with this person. Now, maybe you don't, but if you want this with them, it's very doable in this for this situation. It has like this relationship has potential to be a four of wands type of relationship. For this to be the end of your journey, end of the journey with that person. But building a strong foundation with them. Excuse me. Working on teamwork with them to make this happen. Because this is your current energy right here, air signs. This is our current energy. This is happening right now. So that's really good news. It's happening right at this moment. And like I said, for those of you that this person hasn't come in yet with that information, it's like right on the edge of coming in. Because like I said, everyone's going to be different, but where they're at in the energy. But that's what I have for the current energy. Working in, and it's like the atmosphere is working teamwork, working together, building that strong foundation. So in the near future, we've got the Chariot. So you're moving forward in this situation. So it's like right now you're building the foundation. You had that conversation, you're looking at your options and, you're trying to decide. And I think one of the options you're looking at, air sign, is do you want this? Excuse me. Do you want this with this person? Like that's one of the things you're trying to figure out. Do you want that with do you want a 4-1s relationship with this person? And if you do, you're in the process of building that. So, and building this strong foundation, I'm hearing it entails a lot of like communication. I'm hearing communication, working things out, talking about if it's somebody from the past that's coming back around a second time, coming back around. It's like working out what happened in the past, forgiving each other, letting go of things that happened in the past that, that's like low vibrational, that have happened between you. So if there's hard feelings, there's apologies that need to be made, things like that. But that's part of building this foundation. And it's like if it's somebody from your past, it's like the foundation, it didn't work out in the past with them because it wasn't the right time to be with that person. And so the foundation crumbled back then. But now you're building a new, stronger foundation, and it's going to be built to last. This time, it's like this time the relationship is meant to go to the next level. Like last time it didn't work because it wasn't the right time. Now it's the right time. So it's like you're going to be able to have you're going to be able to like really work together in a positive way this time, because it's like you're going to be in a higher vibration. I feel like part of the problem with the past, if it's and I kind of feel like it is a past person, but part of the problem in the past is that it's like the relationship wasn't stable because it was wasn't on a firm foundation, but also it was a lower vibrational relationship. Like there was a lot of lower vibrational behaviors and things going on that was dragging like the relationship down. And it needed, like, you and this person needed to go your separate ways and kind of grow and do your inner work and work on yourselves, but also like lift your vibration and get into a higher vibrational state before you could come back together again. Because now that you're in a higher vibrational state, this foundation is going to be much stronger, and it's going to last this time. And you're going to get this 4-1s this time. And I can see that there's definitely some divine, in the cards coming up, there's definitely some divine, help with this that's helping this along. But it's like, building that firm foundation, it's like, taking your time. And then if this is a new person, maybe someone you just met or you just started dating and it's not someone from your past. It's like, take your time, build this firm foundation with this person. Like, get to know them really well. Don't rush into something, and have those conversations, have those conversations about like what you want, what you're looking for in a relationship, all those kind of conversations that you that are tough to have sometimes, in a relationship, but that's going to help bring you guys together to make sure that you're on the same page of what you want. So I definitely feel like there's going to be teamwork involved. And this other person, like maybe if it is the past person and they kind of, they weren't ready for a relationship or to take it to the next level with you, they are now. They're ready now. Um, and same like if it's you, maybe you weren't ready for this relationship to go to the next level, but you are now. So it's kind of like new but like new and better version is what I'm hearing. So it's kind of like things are going to be better this time. It's kind of like you're cleaning the slate if it's a past person and rebuilding in a much better relationship than what it was in the past. And if it's a new person, you're taking your time and building a strong foundation with them and working together as a team to go into that 4-1s. So going back to the near future, we have that Chariot card, and the divine is pushing this along. So this hasn't happened yet. This is in the near future, but it's coming. I'm sorry, there's a little glare on there from the lighting. But he's pushing this along, and it's like the divine is helping move this along. So it's like right now you're building it, you're doing the teamwork, you're doing the stationary stuff. But in the near future, things are going to start moving forward. But I feel like you have to have these conversations first, these deep conversations with this person before it can really move forward, because you have that work you need to do together. And you've got, the divine is driving the chariot, and it's moving forward. And you're going to, there's going to be movement forward. But what's interesting is the advice cards for this. So there's definitely a lot of, you got the Lover's card. This is a Gemini card. It's another air sign card. And there's a lot of like chemistry, and I'm hearing intense attraction between the two of you. So it's very intense, the attraction, the chemistry. It's like there's like electricity between you. And I'm seeing like I'm hearing struck by lightning. It's kind of like that kind of energy between the two of you. And it's like you both are just so drawn to each other, And I'm guessing this is probably a past life connection. And that's why it's so electrifying when you're around this person, because you've probably had many lifetimes with them in the past, and you're recognizing that when you're around each other. But it's a very intense, lots of chemistry, intense attraction. Um, there's a lot, but it has, even though it has that, it's not like lustful. It does have the potential for this Four of Wands, like a deep love relationship, but it also has that chemistry, attraction, and electricity between you as well. So it's both. It's like got the passion, but it also has the ability to be like a long-term love relationship too. That's just, that's not based on just lust or anything. Um, but it's also, and this is the other advice card that the universe is giving us. And this is telling me that it's all happening in divine timing. And that's why I was saying, like, if this is a past person, it didn't happen in the past for a reason. It's like I'm hearing you had to learn things. You had to learn lessons. You had to finish up cycles, like karmic cycles. You had to learn lessons, and you weren't ready in the past to come together. Like the timing in the past wasn't good because you had to finish learning things. You had to finish cycles out. There was things that had to happen first before you could come together in a strong, relationship. But the divine's definitely, behind this. I mean, we've got that little sun there, so that's what's coming. You're moving towards this, brand new beginning, happy day with this person, and whether it's a new person or person from your past, but that you're coming to a brand new relationship, and it's going to be very happy. It's going to be very joyful. And it's like because now you both are on the same page energetically. In the past, you weren't in alignment vibrationally, but now you are. And so it's going to be a much better relationship. And the divine is bringing this together, but it had to happen in divine timing. But they're bringing this together, and you can see, you know, um, the angels working here with the with the two cups in the water, and they're right by that pretty stream. But this definitely, you've got guidance from the divine. You've got, like I'm hearing angels, archangels, and your spirit guides are also assisting with this to help bring you all together. And even like ancestors that have passed on, they're trying to help you, bring this all together with this person. It's coming together. They're trying to help this to happen. But it is happening in divine timing. And I get a sense of, if it's somebody that maybe you had feelings for, like somebody from your past, and it just didn't work out, I feel like you thought it wasn't going to ever happen. Like it was kind of like at this point come to the acceptance of, well, this isn't going to happen between us. Like there's not, we're not going to have a relationship. That's interesting. Have a fuzzy floating in front of my face. Sorry. I'm like, what's right in front of my face? So there definitely was like a sense of, oh, it's never going to happen. I just don't see how this is going to happen. Because, if it's someone from your past, it might have taken a while. Like this might have been going on, or, your past relationship might have been years ago. Um, and now they're just now coming back around. So it might have taken a while with divine timing, and for everyone to go through their lessons they needed to learn, and end cycles. It might have taken a couple years for that to happen. And so there was part of you that's like, well, this probably isn't going to happen. And you just kind of like, had that mindset about it, and just kind of like, well, just going to let it go. And you kind of thought it was dead, I guess, the relationship. But But no, it's not, and the divine is bringing you back together. If it's someone from your past, if it's that new person, same thing. It might have been somebody that, you never thought would be like a future relationship with you. Like you never thought of them in this way, or you never thought of, this relationship might just have been a friendship for a while, a good long time, and you just never saw it progressing to anything more. But I think it what triggers it is that conversation they have with you. Because when they come and speak their truth, like say it is somebody that's new, that maybe it's a friend that you've known for a while, but you just always just thought of them as a friend. You didn't think anything more of it. And they come and say, come and speak their truth. And they're like, hey, I really want to have this, Four of Wands relationship with you. I have feelings for you. And there's this attraction. Um, and it can really build. Now, if that's someone that's like in that situation, there might have been like a hidden attraction going on. Like maybe you were kind of attracted to them and they were attracted to you as more than just friends, but it never went anywhere beyond friends. But I think them opening up and speaking their truth is what's really pushes this forward and allows this to move forward. So great reading. I mean, this is really interesting, and I'm excited as an air sign. I'm like, all right, this is really great. It was a great reading. So that's what I have for this week coming up. So we'll see what's happening. I just feel, and we've got, if you're in the United States, we've got Thanksgiving coming up in a couple weeks, in like 2 weeks. And then, shortly after that's Christmas. If you're Christian, it's Christmas, and that's a big holiday. And I feel like this is gonna, if this is probably gonna, if it hasn't happened already, if they haven't come and spoken their truth yet, I feel like it's gonna probably happen by the end of the year. Like, I don't feel, because they're coming in fast. So this is a fast moving energy. So I don't see it taking months and months and months for them to come tell you this. So I think it's gonna happen maybe over the holiday season. It's going to happen relatively quickly. But that's what I have, air signs. This is, really exciting. And so we'll see. Looks like some love lives are going to get picked up and moving forward. And you're bringing in that Four of Wands. So, ooh, really deep, interesting reading. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. See you soon. Bye bye.